Hello. This next level of low back stretch is one advanced above level 1. This is for those of you who are a little bit more agile and you shouldn't have any problems with your hips or mobility to do this one. So we're going to start off with some simple back lumbar mobilization techniques and then just work through the lower extremities into your hamstrings and into your calf muscles to release what I call the posterior myofascial chain. So the back chain of muscles that can contribute to back problems. So lying down, get yourself nice and comfortable. Get your head on a pillow. And then, just because I always believe in mobilising the lumbar spine first, bring your knees up towards your chest, have your knees hip width apart, and then we're going to do our lumbar mobilisation technique of just rocking your knees side to side. It's very important not to rush this first step, because this is the step that kind of warms your lower back up before you start any serious stretching. So I'm just gently, slowly rocking my knees side to side, and you'll find that as you begin to rock it loosens up, and that the rock actually sometimes increases in the volume of how far you can go, and it gets a little bit easier to do. Nearly there. Good. Really good. Once you've got to that point, just let your legs down. And we're just going to let both legs down nice and flat. And we're going to start off with a calf and hamstring stretch. So I'm going to bring up my right knee, clasp your hand behind your knee around the back of your thigh. And at this point, you need to make sure your foot is at right angles to your leg. So we're just going to point the toes up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky. Bring your knees into your chest a bit tighter, and then at this point we're going to attempt to straighten, that's it, our leg. You should feel this into the calf muscle. That's the muscle we're stretching first. So we're really stretching through here. You want to try and have your toes pointing down towards your nose and really feel that stretch. Now, a good muscle stretch takes time, so you want to give it at least 15 seconds for this stretch. I often recommend a quick count to 30 will see you in about the right time frame. Once you've got there, just let your heel down, take everything off, stretch, and just repeat. That's it. You may even get a little tremor going through your foot and leg. That's because you've got the muscles really nice and tight. By being in this position, you're also protecting your lower back, even though you've got the lumbar spine, glute, hamstring and calf muscle chain all on stretch at this point. But it's not going to damage your lower back, which is great. Okay, I'm just going to bring my leg down again. So this time, to bring in the hamstring, I'm going to actually attempt to straighten my leg first, and then I'm going to pull the hamstring towards me. And this time I can feel it all through the hamstring. If you're still feeling it in the calf, just lower your leg down, start a bit further away, then straighten your leg, and then pull your leg up towards you. And you should feel it just here. So I've got my hamstring on stretch, got my legs got a really nice little shake going on through it because I've got it on tight stretch. Again, I'm keeping the toes pointing down towards my nose. I'm just going to hold it for a little bit longer. And again, to take it off stretch, let's let your leg relax. I'm going to repeat the hamstring once more. It's a big muscle, it needs a lot of stretching. So I'm going to let my knee go further away again, straighten the leg, and then pull the leg up towards me. That one I can really feel. I can feel it right into my hamstring. I'm going to give it a nice slow stretch, keeping that big toe pointing down towards my nose. Really good stretch. Powerful, this one. Okay, brilliant. I'm just going to let my leg down and we're going to repeat for the other side. So bring up, clasp your hands behind your thigh, bring your knees up to your chest first, keep your foot at right angles, and then straighten your leg, and that should then Again, this one should be in your calf muscle at this point. Great stretch. Got a little shake going through my foot, so I can feel it stretching out. Really nice. Again, just going to drop my leg down to take it off stretch. Keep my knees up to my chest. Bring it on stretch again. Oh, that's tight. Fabulous. Really good stretch. All the muscles feel like they're getting warmer as they stretch through. Great. Just a little bit longer. Remember, we like a nice sustained stretch where possible. And then I'm going to let my leg down. Going to let my thigh go further away from me, and then straighten the leg, keeping my toes pointing down towards my nose. Then I'm going to bring the leg up towards my chest. And this, my left side's always a little bit tighter than my right, so I've got a proper leg shake going on at the moment. This is really doing the trick. This really needs it. Again, holding nice and tight. I've got all the stretch going on through the hamstring at the moment. Really good. That's it. Let your leg just drop down, and then let your thigh go away again a little bit before you straighten the leg, and then bring your leg up. Oh, there we go. A really nice stretch. I'm keeping that big toe pointing down towards my nose, just so that I make sure I'm stretching that whole myofascial chain. Really freeing up the tension through the calf and the hamstring into the lumbar spine. Easing everything up. Great. And I'm just going to let my leg down. Great. Whew. Now we're going to stretch into the lower back itself. A little bit of child's pose here. So for this, get yourself on all fours so that you get yourself knees hip width apart, onto all fours, soften your elbows and just push yourself backwards until your bottom touches your feet. I'm then going to stretch my arms forwards with my fingers nice and splayed for maximum stretch all the way, slow and steady. Take your time, don't push. And then I'm going to take my forehead and touch the floor, and then big breath in, so breathing in and then breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And again, breathe in and breathe out. And then just soften your elbows so they touch the mat. Bring them towards you till you can take your weight on your hands, and then up onto all fours. And then we're just going to lie down for the next part of the stretch routine. So once you're in position and comfortable, again, we're going to be knees hip width apart. Just cross your right leg over your left as if you're sitting cross-legged on a chair, and then clasp your hands behind your lower thigh, behind your left thigh, and just bring your knees up to your chest. A nice, slow, sustained hold. We're now stretching out our lower back and our glute muscles, so following that whole myofascial chain throughout the routine to ease it up. And again, just a nice big breath in and breathe out. And again, ooh, and out. You should feel quite relaxed at this point. I'm going to let my legs down. Again, knees hip width apart. Just cross your left knee over your right one, and then bring your right knee to your chest, clasping your hands behind your right thigh. And again, breathe in and breathe out. And once more, breathe in and out. That's great. Come back to neutral, just reset your body, and you're done. This stretch is really simple but really effective. By doing this routine, you effectively stretch out your lower back, your glute muscles, your hamstring and your calf muscles, all in a really easy 5 minutes. It's fantastic for your lower back.